So we made that application back in mid-August, and so we've been through that 6-week period. They've come back with observations, and we've replied to the ministry addressing all their questions, etc.
All right, welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. And joining me now is Chris Bunzig. He is the CEO of Condor Resources. And Chris, good to have you back again. How are you?
Good, thanks, Steve. Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you as well. I thought it'd be a great opportunity to get a bit of an update on what's going on with the company. I know that you have added to your portfolio by expanding one of your projects. So let's begin there and talk about this up to 7,200 hectares now at Huanac Punta.
That's right. Yeah. So Huanac Punta is one of our two projects that we're looking to advance in the very short term. And just before we get going with that drill program, we thought it was prudent to expand the land position around that project. We think that this is a very prospective piece of ground. It's about 65 kilometers away from Antamina in a great belt here. So again, we expect some good news shortly on the permitting front, but we want to be prepared as we go into drilling season.
Yeah, and that's obviously the last little step that you need is to get that permit.
That's right. Yeah. So, you might recall that at Huanac Punta, we're going through this consulta previa process, and the very final permit we get is called the initiation of activities. And once we receive that, the clock then starts. We've got 3 years to go and drill off at Huanac Punta under this particular permit. And, we've got 40 drill pads that we can be drilling from. So certainly, the licensing for the programs will be behind us in the short term. And again, so excited to get going here. This is the very last step, and it's right around the corner.
Okay, let's shift over to Putumayo. Let's give everyone an update on what's going on there. It's almost in a pretty similar boat, correct, Chris?
That's right. We're still waiting for permits at Putumayo. However, there is a mandated 6-week or 30 working day period during which the ministry can be looking at your application. And so we made that application back in mid-August. And so we've been through that 6-week period. They've come back with observations, and we've replied to the ministry addressing all their questions, etc. And so we're just waiting for that last evaluation before we move on to the next step from there, which presumably will be the initiation of activities at Putumayo as well.
Yeah, and lest anyone think that this is just a Condor problem as well, not really a problem, but waiting for these permits to come in. Teck Resources is also in a similar boat as to your company as well, as they're waiting for permits also.
Yeah, look, I think it's very busy with the ministry, and they've done a good job of improving upon the timelines to deliver on some of these things, but there is a backlog, and yeah, so Teck Resources has made their application at Putumayo, which is a project that they're earning in on a 75% interest in with us. This is a great project. It's a very large target. I've talked about it before, but it's a very large skarn porphyry target, 2.5 kilometers wide, outcropping its surface. This is a copper gold target. And so they've submitted for their DIA, and we expect that they'll have that in hand by the end of the year. They'll probably have to go through a similar observation period, but that's a matter of weeks. And then, our expectation is that they'll hit the ground running and be able to kick off the drill program, early in the first quarter.
All right. Well, we look forward to having you back on when some of those permits do arrive. Chris, thanks so much for the update. Really appreciate it today.
All right. Thanks, Steve. Great to see you. Take care, guys.
All right. You as well. Chris Bunzig, the CEO of Condor Resources.